Hi, everybody.
等一下。
Go ahead. Hi, everybody. Today we are going to drink the first, well, we're going to do the first video of 2019 tea. And we decided to do the 2019 Lao Man'e ripe tea. And this is a tea that was wet piled in 2018 from 2018 material. Obviously it wasn't harvested in 2019 and then wet piled and then made into a cake that fast, and that's pretty typical.
Yeah.
But this is a plantation Lao Man'e. Lao Man'e is, for those of you who don't know, Lao Man'e is in the Bulong Mountains, south of Meng and Xishuangbanna. Lao Man'e is very well known for being quite a bitter tea.
Yeah.
And in the last few years, people have started to make tea, Lao Man'e tea, into ripe tea. And I think one of the first ones that I had was Hailang's Lao Man'e, which I think was a 2016.
Is a brick.
Yeah, brick, which was excellent. Very, very pricey. But it's interesting because that bitter material really translates well into a ripe tea, surprisingly. It knocks a lot of the bitterness out, but that bitterness, I think, transforms into something really, special.
Yeah.
So when we came across this tea, I guess it was early in 2019 we came across this tea and had an opportunity to purchase it, although fairly expensive for us. We loved it, so we had to make it. So anyways, that's kind of the background of the tea. We're going to cup it and talk about it a little bit. Why don't you come over here a little bit? You can go on the I don't know what you call this. The brewing area.
Okay.
But yeah, a really great wrapper here. This just really reminds me of Kunming. You've got, I don't know if you can see this, but you've got like a tea shop, kind of like a bunch of shelves back here, and you've got, two pigs, aka who are aficionados, who are drinking tea and laughing and enjoying. This is a really great wrapper by Matthijs Van Os, and I'm sure I haven't said your name correctly. I apologize. Great design. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's very cool wrapper.
Yeah, we love it.
Okay, I'm going to start it.
Okay. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done a video, huh?
Yeah. Been busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Busy. Sourcing teas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I love this wrapper so much.
Yeah, me too.
It just really captures kind of like our, this huge library of tea in the background, and, we were talking about doing some remodeling or something on the house. We're like, no, we can't do any remodeling. Our house is just like, every nook and cranny is just jammed full of Pu-erh. We wouldn't be able to have anywhere to move it, because when you do remodeling, there's all kinds of chemical-y smells and other stuff, and so.
Yeah, especially you're very sensitive to the smells.
Well, yeah, that's true. I am, but yeah, I don't like the upheaval, but I can't even imagine all this Pu-erh, and I'm really, anyways. It's like living in a Pu-erh library.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, we've done a lot of other ripe teas. We've really, in the last couple of years, we've really kind of like ramped up. Nice. Very aromatic. Very slight wet pile smell, but not much. We really ramped up our efforts last year, and this year also as well, to come out with more ripe teas. we've come out with a bunch of ripe teas, which I think we're going to be reviewing. And we've still got more. We've got, in addition to, wow, that's a really nice tea soup. Yeah. In addition to the Lao Man'e, we have a Bada, a huigan, a Meng Song, and a Bulang as well. So all Monghai area teas, ripe teas. So, but this is the most expensive of all of them. I believe at the time of the video, this one's going for I think $52. I do believe this is 200-gram cake. So it's expensive, but I think if you're a fan of kind of like really nice ripes, this one's good. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna drink it. I've talked it up enough. Let's see, snoring over here.
Wow. Bitter.
It is. It is. It is, but it's like,
Wow.
It's like chocolate. It's like you get that
dark chocolate.
Yeah, that dark chocolate taste. That's like just, and it's like thick. It's like really, This is my first tea of the day too, and I'm about an hour late, so this is probably gonna, once it gets in me, I'm gonna start getting all weird, all caffeinated, chachid.
Wow. It's the first time I drink after the
pressing. Yeah.
I remember when I drink the loose leaf tea, it doesn't bitter like this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This is why we press teas, and this is why teas that are pressed, A, taste better, and B, age better, which I guess are kind of the same thing. But I think that steaming causes the oils and it hot, and then you press it together, and that just makes everything. There's a little bit of breakage, and then of course when you break apart the cake too, you're getting maybe a little bit more broken leaf.
Yeah.
So you're getting more bitterness, but it's just.
Wow! Smell this.
There is a little bit of wet pile taste in this one. It's not too strong. Recently had a discussion because there's been some kind of like falsehoods that I've seen going around, where people are saying that wet piling taste is or fishy taste from wet piling is a sign of bad quality tea, and it's just like, that's just preposterous, because every tea right after it's been wet piled, and even for several months or a year or even more, will have wet pile taste.
Yeah.
It's just part of the deal.
Yeah.
I think maybe people are confusing wet pile taste or a fishy taste and wet pile taste with maybe like poor storage or overly wet storage, moldy, funky taste.
Yeah.
I don't know. But wet pile taste, or 我对,
Yeah, 对味.
对味, yeah, from 我对, from the wet piling is 对味, is it's totally normal.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
it's part of the deal. It's
Yes.
It gradually goes away. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. I just want to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Every fresh ripe tea have 对味,
Yes.
and that is normal. It's very strong.
它的糯感很好.
Yeah.
The 糯感 is like the stickiness.
Yeah.
The stickiness of it.
Wow.
Ooh, that's dark.
Yeah.
That's darker than the other ones. Did you brew it that long, or is it just
a little bit?
Yeah.
But
It's just.
It's dark, but you can tell it's very 很透亮.
I love that color.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. It's very clear. Especially
So
when you,
beautiful.
yeah. Just buy it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't press that much. I mean, how much did we press? Was it
70?
70 or something? Yeah, it's not much. There's that Lao Man'e bitterness that just hangs in the mouth, and that's the big thing about Lao Man'e.
Yeah.
That I think people confuse people who don't know Lao Ban Zhang well or who don't know Lao Man'e well, confuse them because they think Lao Ban Zhang should be very bitter, which it is really in the front, like real fast. You get but then very sweet following. Whereas Lao Man'e is more just like the bitterness kind of just hangs out. It just stays with you longer.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know another place? The tea is much more bitter too.
Jie Liang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there a few times, and that is
inside my head forever. You drink that, you feel like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you feel like
so intense, that bitterness.
Yeah, you feel like you should get some, get some like anti-poisoning medication or something, because it's like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, I still remember. You drink once and inside your head forever.
I still remember Lao Wang. He took me there, and the people that he knew there, the farmers in Jie Liang, made some tea, and they just made it like in a cup. Just threw some Maocha in a cup and poured some hot water over it. And he drank it, and he was like, oh, pugh. He like literally spit it out. And this is like a guy who does the tea business, Monghai, lives in Monghai for a long time, and
that is really, tastes like something like, herbal, 怎么说?
Medicinal, yeah, like Chinese medicine or something.
It's really bitter.
So Lao Man'e is somewhere between that and Lao Ban Zhang, I guess.
Yeah.
But I personally, I don't mind drinking a good Lao Man'e tea, raw pour, but I think plantation Lao Man'e is better for ripe.
Yeah.
Just because plantation Lao Man'e as a raw sheng pour, it just doesn't have enough of the good, interesting things about it and too much of the bitterness, I think, although it's actually less bitter than gushu in some ways. It's just different because gushu has all this other stuff going on, so it's like you have sweetness and you have all this kind of stuff, but
这个茶气很足. I feel hot now.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. Poor Lucy.
Yeah. Lucy sliced the inner part of her foot between her pads open yesterday morning, and she ran up along the side bank of the river, the San Marcos River, and was calling to her. Finally, I went in there and got her out, and got in the river because I was worried about poison ivy, and I was washing her off. She had burrs all over her. And then I saw this, I looked down in the water, and there's this red cloud, and I was like, oh shit. And then I looked, and her foot was bleeding, so I managed to, we were about a mile from the car, managed to get her back to the car. I took a doggy poop bag and wrapped it around her foot, and then put my sock over it to try to keep her clean. And I think it was glass or something, but then about 3 hours later, we were at home, and she seemed okay. I mean, but then a wasp came, and she went to attack it, and she pressed down on her foot, and literally I saw like a jet of blood just go out of her foot. It was really disturbing. So we've been really like keeping an eye on her and kind of like making her take it easy.
Lock her in the jail.
Lock her in the house, yeah. Anyways, sorry if that story grossed you out. It was gross.
You shouldn't say that blood pop.
It was, yeah. If you have a fear of blood, then I'm not that squeamish around blood. I mean, a little bit, but.
Wow. I don't know is the heat the temperature of the tea or the tea, the cha qi, it's really make me feel so hot.
I feel good.
Feel sleepy.
A little bit.
Wow.
Thick, thick, thick.
But now it's less bitter
Yeah.
and get more sweet.
Yeah.
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 You can feel the bitter in your mouth, but when you can feel the sweet when you know,
Right.
饮茶的时候.
Yeah. It's like mixing the infusions together in your mouth, really. The earlier ones leave a bitter kind of dark chocolate aspect, and the later ones are a little sweeter. Yeah. It's really good. I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, this is going to keep improving. There's still a little bit of a water taste because it really hasn't been that long since it was pressed. I think with another month or two, it'll get a more of a crisp edge to it, which will be nice. But
Let's push a little bit.
okay.
Texas, so hot. Today is 102.
Yeah, or 100. I don't know. I didn't look. I don't even look anymore. It's like
So
all this
hot.
week is like 102, 103, 104 every day.
Yeah. That's hard. Kunming is very nice.
Yep. Kunming weather's nice.
Always it's like 70, 80. Jeez.
Sorry.
I still can feel the
Yeah.
bitterness in my mouth.
What are the other ripe teas that we did? Wang, which is like means something like badass king. That's really good. That's a real powerful blend. Year of the pig, blue label.
Yeah.
That one we did a video on. I think that was the most recent one that we released. The video was done quite a while ago before the tea was pressed, but the tea is pressed now. What else? Oh, Buddy. We did a Buddy ripe cake.
Yeah.
That's done and ready. That tea is really good. It's like a 3-year-old ripe pour, so it really doesn't have any kind of wet pal taste at all.
Look.
Yeah, really nice burgundy brown. It's not quite grape, wine burgundy, but it has that tin. Whoa, this tea is strong. I feel like it's messing with my head a little bit.
Look me, I'm sweating. 加热一下。
Yeah, spring was good. We did a lot of good stuff. A lot of new teas.
Yeah.
New teas that we never made before. Some blends. Xiao has her own blend.
Yeah.
We call it XY blend. Check that out.
It's this XY. It's
Yeah.
not Xiaoguan XY.
Yeah, the Xiaoguan has the XY too. Ye Binghuai. His 定制货, his kind of Xiaoguan OEM productions,
Yeah.
kind of like Feitai FT, Ye Binghuai XY. But yeah, we have our own in-house XY blender.
Yeah, get a try. I love it.
It's good tea. And then I blended a impression cake, 2019 impression, which I think we'll do a video on that pretty soon. But this impression cake is not a budget impression cake like some of the other ones, because it's entirely spring and it's a bit more premium. It's going for just over $50 a cake for 357 grams, which actually is cheaper than this cake, quite a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But that is a really badass tea. And then I think we're going to do a autumn spring blend of impression as well, just to kind of
let's see.
Yeah,
if we
something.
can find the right.
Yeah, it really it
Depends
depends.
the tea.
It depends. If the tea isn't in the cards, then the tea isn't in the cards, and we'll do it next year. But don't despair. Plus, there's still previous years that you can buy too if you want the cheaper one. But I do really recommend the spring 2019 spring impression, which is
it's different.
Yeah, it's just think of it as a premium blend. But it's actually not that expensive,
Yeah.
55 for 357 grams is not bad. If you look at what 7542 and stuff's going for, it's still, it's more expensive than that, but
It's different quality.
leagues above, in my opinion. Each to their own. Everybody likes different things, so
Yeah.
I'm not to judge. I also sell 7542, so.
Yeah, it's just a different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not even close at all. I think I originally thought of marketing it that way because I felt like, I wanted to create a tea that would blend, or a blended tea that would age well, that would be affordable. So I kind of drew on the analogy of comparing it to a 7542, although really a 7542 is quite different. 7542 is typically all Hmong area material, all plantation. Oh my gosh.
Go to sleep.
I know. I gotta take a nap. Wish I could take a nap. Maybe I can today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is today?
Because I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired.
You're always tired.
Gee, thanks. When I say it, it sounds okay. When you say it, it sounds like, I don't know. You never want to hear that from your significant other. You're always tired.
If you didn't sleeping good, you're definitely tired.
I'm not always tired.
Especially he didn't sleeping good last night.
Yeah.
Because he was worried about Lucy's.
Keep waking up and checking on Lucy to make sure that she didn't start bleeding again. She has, she had once many years ago a blood clotting problem, and she almost died. But she's been totally fine since then, and she seems fine now. Even when she was yesterday, she once we got her out of the water and put a little pressure on it, she was okay. I have a little bit of kind of like, I guess you could say trauma from that, because that was a really tough time. I thought we were going to lose her. It's scary.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely getting lighter. I don't know how many infusions we've done here. I think, and that's what I was going to say. I think you probably pushed the early ones a little bit more than you needed to.
Yeah.
I would, if you see, we didn't time how long she did those, the first like 3 ones. Wash super fast, okay? This is clean tea. Just give a real fast wash. And then, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, something like that, real short. So you can kind of gradually coax out, the tea. I'm telling them, you did a good job. No, I'm actually the worst. When she asked, shall I brew tea or do you want to brew tea? And I was like, I think you should do it because
I'm a little bit better than
yeah,
you.
I'm like,
A little bit.
talk. Oh crap, this tea is like black and
This steep
super
is
bitter.
sweet. Very sweet. Oh, sorry.
Creamy too. It's got that nice creaminess that I really like, that sweet and creamy. This would be a tea that would be good for boiling afterwards too, if you really wanted to, make some butter tea or just wanted to have like a cauldron of like creamy, sweet, tea. You could take it and boil it.
Sweet. But, when you start to make, it's better.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about if you boil the used leaves afterwards, it would be very sweet.
Yes.
But yeah, when you start, this is definitely a tea that you really, really want to be careful with. Just so that you can, you're going to do the tea. If you drink it until it's pretty weak, then you're going to get everything out of it. But it's probably interesting to have it more gradual, But, whatever. You could brew it Western style if you wanted to. I don't care. However you enjoy it. No judgment.
Yeah.
3 to 5 minutes. in a big ass teapot. That might actually be
But
good.
depends how much you put.
Yeah, if you use less, it probably would still be. It would probably turn out fairly well.
Yeah, you know, the tea, how the tea tastes have depends how big the pot you use and how much tea you use. If one, I talk about this tea is very strong, but if you use like 3 grams in the 500 milliliter,
That's
you
not
know, that
Yeah.
won't be too strong.
Yep. Yep.
还是
Yeah.
a little bit.
Wait a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, let me do this since we have a little bit of
Do
time
some.
here. Let me do some advertising. Oh, the last laugh. I forgot about that one too. So I'll just go through. Let's just do the ripes.
Okay.
So this is Year of the Pig Blue Label. We did a video about it, or we also call it Sanhejai. So this is a mix of 3 different regions' teas that were wet piled together. Very nice, very smooth, very little wet pile taste. This one I think has been aged quite a bit more than some of these other ones. It's very smooth. It's very nice tea
Yeah.
and a great wrapper.
Yes.
Of course, love that. Buddy, $5 from every cake goes to Central Texas refugees, and yeah, so this I think is $25, like the Buddy Raw cake, and it's really good. It's 3 years tea, 3 years, I think 3 years aged before
Yeah.
we pressed it from
Yeah.
Mengku. Very nice, very smooth. Highly recommend it. $5 for every cake goes to help dogs, so win-win. Hukai, this is a badass tea. Badass.
Yes.
Hukai is less bitter, but very like floral and sweet, and it's very complex tea. It's hard to describe it, and it's completely unique in my opinion. I have never had another ripe tea that I found to be similar to this one at all.
I drank it yesterday. It's
yeah.
very good.
And then we've got Bada, which is kind of like the classic, like Monghai Tea Factory creates a lot of their ripe teas from Bada. Bada is west of Monghai, and it's a fairly large mountainous area, kind of like Bulangshan. And this is a blend of various leaf grades, and this is from Bada. It's excellent. Very sweet, full-bodied, thick. It's kind of very classically like a Monghai ripe in my mind, because it's a very common area for Monghai ripes to be the raw material to be used. Bulang, excellent tea. A lot of people asked about huigan. Will we make it this year? Maybe, maybe not. But we do have a Bulang tea. This one still has a fair amount of wet piling taste at the time of this video. It's pretty fresh, but it's a great tea. It's not expensive, but it's a solid Bulang tea. And then this is Bawang, which is kind of means badass king. The characters here just say Yunzhiyan, but we call it Bawang because of this really cool art. This one's, I believe, Vladimir Saradin created this. And so this is a blend of various ripe teas, and it's a strong tea. It's a very full-bodied tea. Excellent. I think if you like Lao Man'e, this might be a close second. But it's kind of its own thing as well. So, and then we have
This guy.
Last Laugh.
Yeah.
Great wrapper. And just every time I look at it, I just want to laugh because this pig just looks like he won the lottery or something.
Just like very happy.
Yeah, very happy. Not a care in the world. So we called it Last Laugh. You can figure out. Oops. Who has the last laugh now, right?
Oh my god. That's his.
Woo, I'm tea drunk. But yeah, this is a great one. And this is a blend as well. This is kind of more along the lines of, like Rooster King, Warm Fuzzies, in that it's a blend of many, many different ripe teas. I think 6 or 7, I can't remember. If you look up the listing, I put it there. But yeah, so there's many different ripe teas. So it's got a very balanced, full taste, and very complex, tasty tea. So yeah, check that out. We've got a lot of really great teas here. Do you want to give us the last cup of this, Xiao?
Sure.
We can wrap it up. She's licking her bum foot down there. Let's see. Nice,
So,
not bad actually. Pretty good,
this
pretty dark.
wrapper, we still have a Meng Song.
Meng Song, yeah. Meng Song is being pressed at the moment.
Yeah, we're still waiting for. So probably will sell as a set, right?
Yeah, we could sell it as a set. Nice. Well, still sweet. This is going to keep going, but the video's going to end now because, you know, we don't want to tax your patience too much.
Yeah.
But we're glad to be back, and thanks for watching. And a lot of great teas to come, and I think we're hopefully going to do a new series. Can we stump somebody's with some kinds of teas series? So that should be fun.
You know what? I promise you, I will definitely get this one right.
Yeah.
If he, try to ask me what's that.
I think I can probably get it right too.
Yeah.
This Lao Man'e is pretty distinctive. So
Yeah.
anyways, thanks for watching,
Thank
and
you.
we will see you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you. Enjoy the summer.